anything is possible, including from here. Omar Rosario has been in with elite level fighters. This is a fascinating contest for two fighters to the exact same stage of their career.
Juarez throwing more jabs in there, starting off with the jab. And Rosario is trying to establish a jab as well. So both guys kind of feeling each other out, but not really feeling each other out because they're very aggressive in that way. But they are throwing jabs to try to see an opening. A good double, triple jabs from Juarez and then down to the body. So mixing it all up.
What made Rosario so special was the prospect coming up. The pink on those black trunks was the body work. He went to the body the way very few young fighters do.
It looks like Rosario looks like he wants to be the aggressor early on.
A good jab.
He's coming forward, he's snapping the neck back of Juarez.
Rosario has a quicker jab and right down the middle. But Juarez is the one that's trying to establish jab more than anything.
And Rosario, he can get himself into brawls. Like his last fight with John Bauza, he won by technical decision back in June of this year. That started off like a technical fight and it turned into an absolute slugfest.
It was heated inside that building. It was a highly intense fight.
So Rosario can be walked into brawls.
Good counter. Left hook by Juarez.
And when I look at Juarez, I look at a workman-like efforts. He's very deliberate in the ring. Puts about 60 punches around, lands his power at a good clip. 30% of his landed shots are power shots. Does everything good.
One thing that Juarez is needing in this fight is the head movement. He's right. Getting hit with those jabs because he's right there to be hit. He's not moving his head anywhere else, and you can get susceptible. He can get hit with any kind of punch. Really, he's susceptible to any kind of punch because his chin is up there and he's not moving his head.
Juarez the loss to Al Rivera, but really the Rances Bartolome fight was sort of that undefeated prospect fight where he had to learn not so much how to fight, but how to win rounds, and that's what he learned when I talked to him this week. That was my question. What did you learn in that fight about winning rounds? Because he was in against a master.
Yeah, I mean, Bartholomew has been at the highest level. He won a world title, shared the ring with some really good fighters. He didn't come out on top in that fight, but he learned a lot, Juarez.
Good stuff in round one. Omar Rosario trying to establish that jab early.
And that's the thing with filling it out, but not filling it out. That's exactly what they were trying to do. Is, I'm going to throw my jab, but then the moment they got hit, it's like, I forget the jab. Let's go for it, So things like that can happen. But again, now Rosario with the cleaner jab, as Juarez is trying to establish the jab. And like you said, Sean, those body shots starting to show up as well.
Bob Santos and Omar Juarez doing those mountain runs in Las Vegas.
Use your jab. That's all you got to do is use this jab.
Guess it's still 100 degrees late at night.
I am from Vegas.
You know. You out there today, a little 90 degrees here in South Padre, running on that concrete.
The heat here is different, for sure.
Yeah.
Rosario kind of moving a little bit here and there, trying to box, utilizing his jab and movement as well, as Juarez is coming forward, but still missing the head movement. Well, he slipped that one. And like Bob Santos had told him, go in the body, and he did. Good one, too.
Better start to round two for Omar Juarez.
Both guys are so similar in the way they fight as well. It's like they're evenly matched. It's a matter of who is the smarter guy, who is putting the bait out there and the traps that will win this fight, or imposing their style. And this is what Juarez is trying to do right now, is impose his style by moving forward.
Right, that's what Juarez does. I mean, 60 punches around, that's a good number for this weight class. He's the come forward type of fighter.
Juarez controlling distance much better here in round 2.
Good body shot by Juarez, both left and right, as he corners Rosario in the ropes.
The pros and cons of fighting at home.
Well, there's two things to everything, right? You can either be inspired or you can have so much pressure. It depends on how you choose to feel, you know, because like some people like to be pressured and they like being the underdog and all of that stuff. So it depends on your personality, what you want to become, or how you perceive things to be. Because for me, when there's a lot of crowd and people are all around me, it inspires me. While other people, it takes a lot out of them because they have to expect to win, or they have an expectation of themselves. Rosario trying to box a little bit more, but still missing those jabs to set things up. Good overhand right by Omar. Well, they're both Omar.
The battle of the Omars.
Yes, the battle of the Omars. Rosario working in there.
Exactly what we expected through 2 rounds. Evenly matched as the chess match moves on. Well, November 1st, head back to Carib Royale in Orlando, an Olympic pedigree and heavyweight power. Cuba's 2016 Olympian. Nir Perro steps up to heavyweight, and he's got Jordan Thompson, knockout artist, on the other side. 10-round main event slugfest live here on the Zone.
Quedo de frente. No tanto que te quedes de frente. Cuestión que si combinaste ya, no te vayas, no salgas atrás. Caminate. O si él sale, tienes que ver porque enseguida que él sale, él entra para adentro, te va a meterte las manos. Ese round, la boquilla. Bueno para nosotros. Hey. Dale agua. Espérate, vamos.
Joe Santiago, best known for handling Miguel Cotto. Remember, he didn't want Omar Rosario, as you look at Omar Juarez, messing around with the Olympics. He got kind of caught up in that 2020, 2021 pandemic issue, and he said, no, we're turning pro. We're not going to wait for the Olympics.
Rosario is trying to be more aggressive in this round as before. The previous round, he was moving around a lot.
And we've seen a lot of aggression from Juarez, too. Pumping that jab 3, 4, 5 in a row. I feel like both guys are trying to implement their game plan, but still early.
And they're both evenly matched in that way.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing, is like the record is so similar, their heights and everything is so similar, but their style is so evenly matched that, you know, one has to be different in order for them to kind of take advantage of things. You know, like if Juarez initiates, he's leading the fight. If Rosario initiates, he's leading the fight. So it's those that initiate, I guess, or impose their skills.
It's not just their names. These are the Spider-Man doppelgangers pointing at each other.
And they're having a tough time separating themselves from each other. I have it 1-1. But there's so much more to go.
Did you expect anything else?
Ooh, nice right hand, Juarez.
2 big-time prospects a couple of years ago said you'd lose a couple of fights. Suddenly that crowd around you is gone.
One thing I noticed early, Lonito, if you've seen this too, is Rosario's getting the better of the inside work.
Yeah, I'm seeing that as well. when Rosario is in there, he's trying to keep busy. And I think because Juarez is leaning back as Rosario is pressing forward, and so the exchange inside is favoring Rosario. But if Juarez leans forward, then it becomes his favor. But then there's so much similar in height that really who initiates in the inside, you know, if you're in the wider shots, you'll most likely be in a disadvantage. But with Rosario, the way he's throwing those shots, they're compressed, you know, and this is why he's taking advantage of the inside fights.
Juarez holding that left a little low.
Oh, good overhand right by Juarez.
Best shot for Juarez.
But here comes Rosario. I'm like, oh, you hit me with that, I'm going to come back. Even more punches at you.
These look like two magicians. Like, is this your card?
Yeah.
Is this your rabbit?
Yes.
Like,
Rosario trying to step in as he feels that that shot might have taken the round from him.
And these are really, really hard rounds to score. Rosario threw more punches this round.
two similar fighters with two similar stories. Now, two similar fighters with two similar stories. Coming up in the main event for the World Light Flyweight title, Lulu Juarez and Jessica Neri Plata fought away from each other, almost around each other. Plata, the world champion, who had to give up the title. Lulu Juarez, who stepped in to win it. Tonight, they will settle it in this ring. Jessica Neri Plata has been groomed for this moment by her dad. He tried everything. He tried to put her in soccer. He tried all the other sports. Nope. It was love at first sight the second she walked into the Vox gym. So you want it to be a judge?
No. Yes.
These are the ones that are tough.
Yes and no. It's hard. I do sympathize with judges. Not too much.
More volume from Rosario, but far less efficient.
And Rosario's trying to establish his jab a little bit more, keeping the distance.
One thing I had noticed from judges over the years of watching boxing is they tend to give rounds or put an emphasis on the fighter that comes forward. And it looks like Juarez is that fighter tonight. At least giving that impression optically that he is bringing the fight, quote unquote, to Rosario. When it's this even and connects and it's close and punches thrown.
Good counter hook. Left hook from Juarez as Rosario threw a missed jab.
But look at Juarez is landing good. Rosario is landing good shots on his off the back foot.
Right uppercut got through from Rosario.
So that's like the catch-22 of that whole narrative there. If you're coming forward, it doesn't mean you're necessarily winning the rounds, because you can land good punches like Rosario's doing off his back foot.
Right. A good straight right hand by Juarez, and then comes Rosario with the left hook.
Yeah, Rosario just had his backs on the ropes, and he landed 2 or 3 good shots.
Juarez had some great moments the last couple of rounds, but none of them have gone unanswered.
Every time he hit Rosario comes back with 4 or 5 shots.
Right, that explains they're about 10 punches, separated by 10 landed punches right now.
They're not in this fight. They just will not let themselves be separated from each other, just as their careers they have not separated from each other.
I like to see double and triple jabs coming from Rosario instead of just one jab. And this is why Juarez can counter him when he jabs, because there's nothing behind after that. And Juarez can do the same thing too. Double up the jab.
Juarez coming forward more and more as we move along here.
A good counter right hand by Juarez, but comes back Rosario right after. Someone's bleeding.
Every time you say, good shot by this, the other one comes right back.
Yes.
You can't even get the sentence out of your mouth. Good third round from Juarez. He certainly has been the aggressor.
And here goes Juarez catching Rosario in the corner as he put him in the ropes. He backs him up with the jabs and then throws that straight, but then again comes back Rosario after he gets hit by Juarez. Back and forth action. As one gets hit, the other comes back.
Tie you up. Bump that motherfucker. Let his ass know on the inside. He tries to tie you up. Bump that motherfucker nasty on here, okay? Don't let him tie you up no more like that. Bump his ass hard and push it right off the jab. Beautiful, baby.
Omar Juarez, who you were looking at there, one of the young men, when you speak to him, you just say, man, I wish I was that together when I was 26. He's been a motivational speaker since he was a teenager. You saw the kids walk him to the ring, and he has tried to inspire. It can be tough growing up in this part of the country.
Oh, good overhand right.
That was a really good shot. He's been very comfortable, Omar Juarez is, with this distance. Now he's doubling up.
You know what set it all up was he was throwing a lot of body shots, and so Rosario was expecting him to throw more body shots, and then he came over and landed his big shots. And I think he should keep that momentum now that he has that momentum, instead of Rosario taking that momentum away from him. Well, here comes Rosario now trying to take that momentum.
As soon as you say that. Again, that kind of low left guard for Juarez, creating some openings for Rosario. He's really comfortable in close.
Body shots again from Juarez, trying to take that momentum away from Rosario. Good feint.
So Juarez has been prepared for the body shots from Rosario. That's part of holding that guard low. Rosario can really sting you that way.
Oh. Good shift, left hook, I guess that was the case. Body shot again from Rosario, from Juarez, as Rosario's trying to take control upstairs.
The body shot counters have been crisper from Juarez here.
Yeah, Juarez is going to the body, as we talked about earlier. With 33 of his 74 landed shots have been body shots. That's a dedication.
Slowly but surely, for the first time, you're starting to feel a little separation in this fight.
Rosario have to stop reaching because he will get countered by Juarez like he did earlier. Good catch and shoot from Rosario, but here comes Juarez. Oh, back into 1-2, right hand came in.
Landing a lot of shots too on the ropes there. Juarez landed.
Juarez coming strong off the ropes. Ooh, and left hook landed.
What a 30-second sequence for Juarez.
Now you got your separation.
Rosario holding on for the first time, holding.
Slowly, surely, methodically, Omar Juarez was walking him down. Now it's starting to pay off. Through 5. Omar Juarez had a pretty good mentor. Mario Barros has sparred with him. In fact, Omar Juarez has fought on his undercards in the Thurman fight, and he's got to be enjoying what he saw in that 5th round as Omar Juarez really picking it up.
Yes, I gave back-to-back rounds now to Juarez. This 30-second sequence was really impressive.
But that straight right hand was the one that was the catalyst for all of that. You know, that kind of stunned and hurt Rosario, that enabled Juarez to perform what he did.
Get through 5 rounds. I have it 3 rounds to 2 for Omar Juarez, 48-47. He won the last 2 on my scorecard. And I want to say he's starting to pull away, but I would not be shocked if Rosario pops right back into this fight.
it feels, though, like the rounds that you gave to Rosario, I agree with you, but those felt closer than the Juarez rounds, which is where sometimes scores can
fluctuate,
get away from you, yeah.
I mean, this is pretty much what they've been doing, is going back and forth, back and forth. But I do feel a little bit of fatigue setting in on Rosario, and this is why he's not kind of pushing anything else, and Juarez is kind of taking control into this fight.
You know why there's some fatigue? 36 landed body shots for Juarez. He's slowing him down.
So it did pay off.
They say it, dividends. Tarianos used to say, put water in the basement.
Yes. That's the investment.
Paying dividends.
That is correct. And like I remember in the earlier rounds, Coach Bob Santos was saying, go in that body, and it paid. It's
definitely paying off. Because Rosario, I would agree, is slowing down just a bit. We're beginning to show cracks.
And he's holding now too as well.
Another sure tell sign of fatigue.
Yeah, because before when he got hit with something, he came back like 4 or 5 punches, you know. So now you can see the difference in, I guess, stamina and endurance. Oh, good overhand right again. Oh, but shift off by Rosario by putting Juarez back into the corner.
Omar Juarez looking so much more comfortable now. Footwork has been good. The level changes have been good.
You know, you don't seem like that little jab that Juarez does right down the middle is ineffective, but it's very, very effective. You know, that's just that little thing. The more that you do it, the more that he does it and pokes his stomach. I mean, you can see the difference now from the earlier.
Just saw a left jab again. You called it ahead of time. The left jab coming right down the middle, backed up Rosario.
And those little body shots that Juarez is doing. Another jab. This time around, it seems like Rosario is on survival mode.
He's not throwing much this round.
You don't see Juarez wasting energy either.
He's definitely making it count by throwing those shots in the middle.
Just a fight low for Rosario in terms of output. Only 47 punches. That's by far his lowest output of the fight.
Juarez putting a lot in the bank the last couple of rounds. Through 6.
More of what we saw in the last couple of rounds from Juarez, pushing the action, landing body shots, landing power shots. Starting to run away. I give him the last 3 rounds to Juarez.
This is the co-main event tonight. That is the co-main event November 14th. Layla Baudouin will be the latest to challenge Alicia Baumgardner, who wants all of it. She wants all the smoke. She wants the spotlight. She wants to be that top pound-for-pound fighter in the world after the Amanda Serranos and the Katie Taylors have gone. And this is her chance with an unbelievable spotlight and the 3-minute rounds, which could either be that thing that takes her to the next level, but be careful what you wish for if you're Alicia Baumgardner.
Yeah, I believe this is the first 12 3-minute round fight for her, so that should be some interesting variables to that fight.
Here comes Juarez again, starting it off. Jabs and pressing forward.
And he just, optically, that just looks like he's taking the fight to Rosario. Like, the numbers are showing it. You know, the lack of volume from Rosario.
Just those body shots that he's throwing.
So it took about 4 rounds for them for some separation. Because I think it's pretty clear Juarez is
beautiful body shots coming from Juarez, and those definitely count.
Guard coming down a little bit after Juarez piling up the body shots. Allowed that jab to get through.
39-9 edge and power, body shots for Juarez.
And it seems like Juarez is not even tired.
We saw no separation to the first 3.5 rounds. Now I'm not even sure you can see Rosario in the rearview mirror.
Hey, let's keep it clean. It's a good fight. Let's keep it clean, okay? Hey, let's keep it clean, okay?
Is there a low blow?
James Green warning both.
Jabs again.
Could have used him in the Bowser fight because that was a brawl.
Well, Bowser's always in
Juarez
those types
again.
of fights.
Yeah, high volume here.
What's he up to this round? Yeah.
Juarez stalking, throwing in combinations.
Then that body shot again. Those are the ones that really made a big difference in this, that slowed down Rosario.
Multiple years as pros, their careers, their lives, their professional lives, so similar. And through three-plus rounds here tonight, there was nothing to distinguish between the two of them. But Omar Juarez has gone to a different place here.
One point holding. 1 point holding.
He did warn.
Stop holding. Okay? Stop holding now. Right here. Stop holding.
He was
Go.
warned. Needless to say, a point he could not afford to lose.
Oh, good counter hook. Both guys really just threw a hook on another body shot from Juarez. I mean, that's really good. Left hook counter by Rosario.
A couple of them in that sequence. The best offense we've seen from Rosario over the last few rounds. But here comes Juarez again.
Maybe that negative points from the deduction, made him fired up.
Yeah, Juarez on the attack. Coming in with a very low guard. All throughout the fight, Juarez has been setting things up with the body shots.
And here goes another body shot from Juarez. And more body shots left and right from Juarez.
A lot of warnings about holding preceded this. Is that enough for a point deduction?
The warning before, he said keep it clean. I don't know, was that for holding or was that for a lower blow?
No, that was for both of them earlier.
Yeah, so he did give a warning. So I'm okay with the point deduction if there's a warning that precedes it. Look at the punch stats here. Juarez been more active. He's landing, almost doubling up Rosario. And the body work, look at that, 40-10. That's why Rosario doesn't have much zip on his punches anymore.
His mouth is open while Omar, well, they're both Omar, while Juarez.
Self-correction.
Yes. Well, Juarez is just coming
Maybe
forward.
that should be the stakes here, is that the winner gets Omar.
Yes. Omar wins. But again, those body shots. Oh, beautiful body shots. And another body shot. This is what Juarez is all, this is what got him to be in an advantage in this fight. Those body shots made a huge difference. As you can see, their level of energy and fatigue.
The fight has gone on. Omar Juarez seems less concerned about the power of Omar Rosario. He's been willing to take a shot here to land 2 or 3.
Oh, those body shots. That's what he's focusing on. And then Rosario drops his defense and he gets caught with left hooks and overhands and rights.
Is Juarez sensing a stoppage here?
Pouring it on the high volume.
Shot.
Again, the level change.
And Rosario's not throwing much back. And Juarez is not stopping going to the body. That would be an exclamation point for Juarez.
Again, right hook, landing.
Holds him again.
Juarez is getting better and better as this fight goes deeper.
Just wants it more.
Well, he made the investment early on with those body shots, and now he's doing it again. And then Rosario drops his guards, and that's where he gets hit with big shots on top.
Juarez also a really, really good technical fighter. It's not just grit. You have to have a lot of skill in this sport and great game plan to hammer the body early.
Body shots again coming from Juarez. And Rosario is holding on. He is exhausted. Referee's trying to pull him out.
Omar Rosario's got some work to do as he goes back to the corner.
Juarez digging in the body, mainly to the body, and then on top, then goes back into it.
It wasn't that body shot, it was the 30 that came before it.
He's up to 65 landed body shots.
Well, 65 before it.
65 of his 155. That's a great
dividends
ratio.
plus interest.
Vamos, Villa. Vamos, no se ha perdido nada, no se ha perdido nada. Vamos. Vamos.
See at the beginning of that round, Juarez bouncing up and down in the corner.
Just levels of energy so different between the two.
Rosario, not bouncing around.
Rosario's jab has been less. It's lesser than.
It's less effective.
Less effective,
yeah,
yes.
Definitely.
Thank you.
He has looked unaffected by the stakes, unaffected by the environment, fighting at home. There's complete control.
Well, it seems that Juarez is inspired by the people around him, the kids around him, so he's fighting stronger, better, motivated.
Similar backgrounds, similar goals to be a 3-division champion. Stuff kids weren't saying years ago.
Snapped his head back there with that jab.
And then he goes to the body shot.
Oh.
Then to the top.
Changing of
Ooh, that was
levels
an
has
elbow.
been beautiful.
Rosario threw an elbow, didn't land. MMA style with that.
Well, Juarez is definitely smelling blood right now, and perhaps thinking if he can do a little bit more to get the stoppage.
Rosario is still throwing. Like he's got a little bounce in his step. The last round I thought maybe there could have been a moment where if Juarez poured it on. I would like to see a stop. I always want to see a definitive win. Just an extra statement, Get
Yes.
that KO win, TKO win.
Yeah, there's no replacing that with just regular victory.
Going to the scorecards is scary.
Yeah, it is very scary. That's why I try not to go there. It's something that I want to create. But Juarez is just taking it to the next level now, as he's just controlling the fight now. He's controlling the fight.
First sign of damage under the left eye of Juarez. He's landed almost twice as many punches in this fight.
Again, those body shots. Rosario just said, "Ooh, like I'm tired," But you can see how exhausted he is right now.
He's trying to lean back on those ropes and still don't have a lot of give. Juarez just keeps walking him down. Good combination to end the round. Juarez in control. The most viral promotion on the planet, constantly pumping out fresh content from its growing roster of stars, and a lot more tonight. MVP Socials have all the latest news, fight announcements, and exclusive behind-the-scenes content you can only see in one place. If you go to Most Valuable Promotions Instagram right now, you will find never-seen before angles of all the action from tonight's fights, along with exclusive post-fight interviews and all the Fight Week fun. It's been a great night already. A lot of social media content.
I'd like everyone to go out and follow the Most Valuable headquarters, too. MVP HQ.
And you guys are hilarious, man.
Yeah, it's too much. I'm always on that. They're always punking me. Catching me.
Come on, who is it? Every time you put a scorecard there, I get nervous because I know Teddy Atlas is watching, waiting on his podcast for you.
Here we go, the last round.
To the final round. Omar Rosario trying to come from behind.
Will he do it? Because I feel that a knockout is a necessary thing for him to win this fight now.
It feels that way because not only has he been dominated statistically, territorially in this fight, he also had a point deduct.
That's true. Because at least the last 4 or 5 rounds, you know, it was Juarez that dominated punches, lands, and just the whole boxing by taking control of the fight.
Five straight wins for Omar Juarez. Build his confidence back up, build his skills back up. And now in the step-up fight, the must-win fight, he's put on arguably the best performance of his career. You can make the case this is Rosario's best round in a while, since early in the fight.
Well, he's definitely going for the kill in this one. You know, perhaps they see that they are behind, or they feel that they are behind. Oh.
Straight right, snap the head back of Rosario.
Rosario is exhausted.
Final minute.
He should make it to the final bell.
Talk about someone's has got to go. Well, here, losses of 3, not where you want to be.
Not the worst thing, though. He could bounce back. But it's certainly going to be an uphill climb.
When there's a will, there's a way, right?
Yeah.
That's like conduct. One point, I'm supposed to be like conduct.
That's another
one point, I'm supposed to be like conduct. Stay off his head, no more chokehold. I told you, I warned you twice. Let's go.
2 points.
For James Green.
You better start throwing bombs, man.
It was what we hoped we would see, which is one of these former top-level prospects separating themselves. And it feels very much like Omar Juarez just did that in front of the hometown fans. He was both busier and more poised.
Yeah, look at those numbers. 300 punches thrown in the 10 rounds. Juarez landed 45% of his power shots, a lot of body work. 79 body shots landed for Juarez. I had him winning big in this fight. Rosario just didn't have enough. I mean, the first 3 rounds, I think I gave Rosario 2 of them, and then after that, it was all Juarez.
Even though he was winning the rounds later, he was taking body shots that paid big dividends for Juarez later.
That's exactly what what they had planned to do. When you heard Coach Bob Santos speaking early on, to go to the body, and it did pay off to be able to get their score on a different level, to see who was winning this fight, and to me, it was clear.
Which is always the last thing you hear before we end up being shocked by what comes next. Really impressive performance from that young man, who was a really impressive young man to be around.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judges Steve Morrow and Joel Elizondo see it 99-89, while Judge Martha Tremblay sees it 97-91. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, El Relampago, Omar Juarez.
It almost felt like an episode of Survivor, but Omar Juarez is back on track. 6 straight wins, none more impressive than this one. Well, speaking of impressive, anytime you say Virgil Ortiz, it's impressive. He puts that interim super welterweight title on the line against the Hammer, Erickson Lubin. That's going to be a big one from Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Saturday, November 8th only on DAZN. Omar Juarez on a big night for him in his hometown is with Sibley.
All right, we're in the ring right now. The music's still going. There is a mess in this ring. You handled business. I got one word, Brownsville?
Oh, yeah.
They came out. I mean, there's cardboard cutouts. There's a lot here going on for you, Omar. What are the emotions going through your mind right now?
Right now, it's just all glory to God, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to thank my team. I want to thank my sponsors. I want to thank Prime Power Services. I want to thank my whole team and, my family back at home, my beautiful wife and daughter. I just want to thank everybody, my parents for supporting me, my coach, Bob Santos, Rick Nunez, my pastor, Rob Lopez. And, it's just a big team. We're the dream team, and I got the best team behind me, and we're working towards a world title.
That's right. Putting in the work. Bob, you've got the smile on your face. You're up here as soon as he said working towards that world title. What does it mean to see what he did in here in this ring tonight?
Well, I thought he had a dominant performance. I thought we hit him with good shots, and I thought the other guy, just keeping it honest, kind of went into survival mode a little bit. And you got to be very cautious when a guy does that because he can run you into one big shot. So I think he did what he needed to do and took care of business, on to bigger and better, and we're looking for that world title shot.
I have to say something about your performance in here. Just the audience getting so excited. You are so calm. You are like a surgeon in here when those fights kept getting thrown. It's not just that you're landing them. It's precise. What's going through your mind when that's happening? You're working the body.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, boxing is a mind game. It's 90% mental, 10% physical. Being with Bob, being a world-class trainer, he's a Ring Magazine Trainer of the Year 2022 for a reason. Teaches me everything I need to know to get a world title, and that's what we're working towards.
Having this platform with MVP and everyone coming out, especially around near your hometown, what's that meant for you?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing from the man upstairs. Big shout out to MVP. Big shout out to DAZN, to Jake Paul, my whole team, everybody, and my Down by the Border family, all the special needs community. I just want to send a special message to you guys. I fight for you every single time I come in here, and remember, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. God will heal you. Jesus loves you. In Jesus' name, amen. Love you guys.
Omar Juarez right here, your winner. Amen.
Dominant in any language.
Yeah, it was great work from Juarez. I really enjoyed his workmanlike effort. Like we said in the beginning of the fight, he was going to come in there and be very deliberate, and he did that. And he landed a ton of body shots that really sapped the energy of Rosario. Right from the opening bell. Well, the first 2 or 3 rounds, they were actually feeling each other out. Then, and around the 3rd or 4th round, Anito, was when
the body
Juarez
shots
started digging to the body, and you could see Rosario kind of break down a little, and then Juarez stepped on it.
And one thing, too, that was, hard to do in a lot of fighters is discipline to continue to do it when you see that you're hurting your opponent, but to do it constantly and then open up to the top. I mean, that's exactly what Juarez did. He was very disciplined to throw that body and then go to the top and then go back to the body all over again. So he deserved the win. Congratulations to him. But the discipline of his game today was what got him the victory.